himself outside the line of that one. He advances, gets the ball on the full, chips it down over Ben Sanderson's head for 4 to finish the over. So Guest moves up to 26, offers an option with the ball. And you'd suggest that a seam bowling all-rounder probably requires most of their fingers, and maybe short leg's not the safest place to...
Bowls him! What an absolute jaffer that is from Ben Sanderson. Brooke Guest has to depart. And Northants starts to the day for Northamptonshire County Cricket Club, as this one is worked down towards that vacant fine leg region. Lewis Rees will come back for 2, and that is a very fine way. Here is Sanderson in to Madsen. That one driven firmly back past the bowler. No stopping those ones. That is a fine way for Wayne Madsen into Lewis Rees. Oh, that's a really good ball, and it's been given. Rob Keogh gets the huge wickets of Lewis Rees. It was a fine 50, but his stay at the crease pouched by Lewis McManus. Here is Leach again, then worked out towards square leg. There's a bit of a chase on for the fielder here. Will he reach it? No, he will not. Well, that was a smart shot. This over then. He's bowling to David Lloyd. It goes for the sweep shot. Huge appeal and given. Wraps him on the pads. LBW. Rob Keogh has his second wicket here of the morning session on that instance. As Tom Leach cuts it through. And Anira Donald, will it be stopped? No, it won't. Races away for 4. Beats the... Certainly will, as this ball is clipped very, very nicely by Anira Donald through mid-wickets. It's a shot that he plays with great composure. Well, that is a brilliant shot. That will race away for 4. The kind of cricketer that you dream of playing alongside, and that is a dreamy shot from Wayne Madsen. Slightly overpitched by Rob Keogh, met on the full.
So gone too wide this time. Width on offer, and Madsen is not going to miss out on an opportunity like that. A half volley outside off stump. A little bit more again. Trailed by just 97 now. Oh, it's not far away. A diving Prithvi Shaw. Madsen with a very, very late cut for 4 through what would have been a second slip.
Into the game here for Northamptonshire. Well, that's a big sweep. Big connection from Anira Donald. Goes all the way for 6. And we said it before, Dan.
Just finding it pretty easy. Spin did eventually work, and it's worked this time. Anira Donald has gone. You said about that plan. You're celebrating more than the fielders in the middle. You mentioned James Sales going in at square leg.
In Derbyshire's position, even if it'll just be a small lead. Yuzvendra Chahal has the big wickets of Wayne Madsen. Well, we spoke about it, didn't we, Dan?
The county ground in Northampton, and Chahal is on fire.
And he's got another wicket. It's the wicket of Zach Chappell.
That sounds like a big first innings lead.
But it does. This one chipped up and taken. Rob Keogh gets his 3rd wicket of the morning, and this is turning into an outstanding couple of hours.
Just a bit too breezy out there for the minute, isn't it?
Yeah, it is very gusty. That is a cracking shot through the covers from Harry Moore. We spoke about his proficiency. That is a lot easier said than done, as Moore goes for the shot, and it's taken. Harry Moore for 2nd ball after lunch. Yuzvendra Chahal has 4 wickets. Can Chahal get his 5-fer? Yes, he can. Magnificent bowling from Yuzvendra Chahal. A thoroughly deserved 5-wicket haul, and he brings it up in spectacular style. Jack Morley, the Derbyshire number 11.
Zach Chappell makes his way into bowl. And Prithvi Shaw, in a bit of deja vu, slightly less stylish than the ball the morning of day 1. Cuts that one through the offside. Well fielded by the man on the boundary. And opens his account with a couple of runs. In this particular moment, it's as another appeal for LBW. And it's given this time. Prithvi Shaw goes. That one there. Harry Moore gets his 2nd first-class wicket of his young career. This time, it's the Indian overseas.
If that's achievable, as Chappell again comes into Gus Miller. That's a wonderful drive from Gus Miller. Straight back down the grounds. Emphatic way for the youngster.
This afternoon.
And he's gone. Luke Proctor, the Northamptonshire captain, the latest to depart. Harry Moore has his seconds for another 2 runs. Chapel then into Miller, who goes straight as an arrow on this one. Chase on for the fielder. Lewis Rees will not get there. And that is a fine end to the over for Gus Miller.
That one a full toss. James Sales doesn't miss out on. Times it nicely through the leg side, down towards Craig Harvey and his team here, Northampton. And he picks up 4, moves to 15.
Here is Morley again. It's uppish. Late cuts. Races away to the boundary. Remaining in the day as well, so plenty of time. A lot of fizz on that ball from Morley, is met by James Sales. There's a pursuit here for the fielder, and he won't win it. Worked nicely away, and that will be the 50 up for Northamptonshire.
We'll change that length. Width on offer. Miller doesn't miss out on that one. Beautifully driven through the covers. Northants' lead for that single out into the offside. And there is no protection there. That's over-pitched by Morley. Miller just leans into it and whips it through mid-wicket.
How can he finish off this 6th over then? It's a reverse sweep. And that's one of the shots of the day, courtesy of Gus Miller. He's beginning to catch fire. Acted as the perfect foil for Gus to go out there and do his thing. There's a big shout here, and he's gone. That is that. Gus Miller, Alex Thompson gets his reward in the 2nd division. That one was short. It was there to be cut. And James Sales obliges.
Yeah, Martin Anderson into the attack from the Lynn Wilson centre end.
That's out.
And it's worked. The commentator's curse that normally strikes does. And Martin Anderson, with a brilliant bowling change by his captain, picks up the wicket of James Sales, caught behind a good low diving catch by Brooke Guest again. He's got up from his first slip position. Safe Zabe goes for the reverse sweep and will get 4 as he beats the sole man behind square on the leg side.
Anderson again then. Driven very firmly, beats the dive of Zach Chapel, and that will be 4 more to save Zabe.
It's a big, big, expansive drive from Zabe again, and there you go. It's not classical at all. It would have been a catching chance if those fielders had still been in the slip cordon, if there were still 3 or 4 in there. As it is, it isn't.
Patrolling at that first slip. Morley then to Keogh. That one's short. It's pulled up in the air. And it will go for 4 down the ground.
For Northants. I was starting to wonder and whether I just completely missed it over the last couple of years. Reverse sweep by Keogh. Bottom edge on it. Runs it up to fine leg. Pat Brown gives chase and the ball's going to win. That's 4.
Out of our direction. And we can continue to watch the action here. A safe save is bowled by Jack Morley. He went for the aggressive option. He advanced down the wickets. They have got quite a considerable target already. That's a really nice push through the covers from Rob Keogh. No one will stop that. How will he close out this spell? Well, Keogh again goes for the big shot. It's sailing out towards square leg and it goes for 4 more. Excellent end to the over, which again might just be inexperience. Let's see what Jack can come up with again. That's a bit of a drag down. And it's dispatched.
Yeah.
Yep, dispatched disdainfully by Lewis McManus.
Up if it gets to that stage. Reverse swept by Keogh. That beats Martin Anderson on the inside, and that's going to be another 4 for Keogh, who, for the experienced Keogh, first slip and a short leg in place. Reverse swept again.
Oh, that's
Martin
brilliant.
Anderson again on the inside. Back-to-back 4s, much different to what they had been throughout the course. And Keogh goes again. This time goes in front of square. Back-to-back 4s by Rob Keogh.
Yeah, offering a little bit of a distraction there. That one pulled away by Lewis McManus. It's racing towards the good diving stop, though, there by Jack Morley.